Hello and welcome to all. During our childhood, our parents kept telling us that we are unique and special. This is in order to increase our self-confidence. However, there is a kind of extraordinary child in this world with amazing features. Here are the 10 special children in the world. Don't hesitate to like the video if you enjoy it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to not miss any of our upcoming videos. Let's begin. At birth, Charlotte Garside weighed 500 grams and measured 25 centimeters long. Her condition was so rare that the doctors were surprised and found out that the baby was suffering from a rare form of dwarfism. After the shock of discovering their daughter's dwarfism, the nightmare for her parents continued when doctors told them that Charlotte would not live more than a year. The doctors were completely wrong. Today, the little girl celebrates her 14th birthday and still fights to survive with the help of her parents and her 3 siblings. However, even though Charlotte is a happy and fulfilled little girl who goes to school like all other children her age, she still faces the disease and has to deal with particular medical complications due to her very fragile immune system. Moreover, her mental age does not exceed 3 years old, and her mother has to dress her in doll clothes or clothes she makes herself. Today, Charlotte measures 70 centimeters and can now wear clothes for newborns. However, this does not prevent her parents from constantly worrying about their daughter's future. We can say that Mune Bakanave has a piercing gaze. This 11-year-old boy has eyelashes that are about 5 centimeters long and even touched his cheeks when he was a baby. When Mune was born, all the hospital staff came to see him. Mune's long eyelashes do not bother him at all, but what bothers him is attracting the attention of everyone around him. Fortunately for him, the young boy who lives in Moscow tolerates his lashes perfectly, considered among the longest in the world. Mune Bakanave plays football at the Moscow Spartak Academy from morning till night and dreams of becoming a great soccer player. 17 kilos is the weight of a normal 4-year-old child, but Chahat Kumar is only 3 years old. In India, in the Punjab region, a little girl has become an unintentional spectacle after her parents, apparently worried about the baby's health, made her illness public to her doctor, as reported by the Daily Mail on Friday, June 14th. Despite her young age, Chahat already weighs 17 kilos, yet at birth, Chahat was a normal baby, according to her mother Reena. But quickly, she and her husband noticed that Chahat was very hungry and that her weight was increasing greatly day by day. This was a source of suffering for her parents who had lost a son just before her, but also for the little girl. Chahat's morbid obesity is beginning to disturb her sleep and her respiratory system. It is not our fault. God made our daughter like this. We cannot do anything about it. I feel bad when people make fun of her because she is obese, said her father to the Daily Mail. She eats like a 10-year-old child, which is not normal, noted her doctor, Dr. Sharma, for whom Chahat's case is a mystery, especially since the thick skin of the little girl makes any blood test and thus any precise diagnosis difficult. Her life is therefore a little more in danger every day, and for now, Dr. Sharma has found no solution. Nevertheless, he has advised the parents to give their daughter less food. It all started when Mofi, a wedding photographer, posted photos of Jerlia Lana on Instagram. Internet users marveled at her beauty and poise to the point that the little girl was unofficially crowned as the most beautiful little girl in the world. The photo, which now has over 50,000 likes, went viral, and all internet users agreed to elect the 5-year-old girl as the most beautiful little girl in the world. Jer lives in Niger with her 2 sisters, Jobat and Jolie Leju. Don't bite your little sister, a sentence that takes on its full meaning when the little boy she is talking to has about 300 teeth. This is the case of John Chris Carl Corante, a 9-year-old Filipino boy from the city of Cebu, who was born with a rare condition that gives him more teeth than average. His mother didn't have the means to take him to the dentist, so she had to accidentally notice that her child had an unusual number of teeth. From then on, she decided to save enough money to take John Chris to the dentist. The first dentist who examined him discovered that the boy had about 300 teeth, and had to undergo surgery to remove the excess teeth in order to prevent the situation from worsening with age. The doctors, who have already successfully extracted 40 teeth, have stated that the removal of the remaining teeth requires 7 more operations. But John, despite all these interventions and doctor visits, remains happy and always positive. When she was born, it was clear that Aya Clark would be a very special girl. With her bright blue eyes, light hair, and very fair skin. An unusual appearance since her parents are black with brown eyes. Aya's extraordinary beauty, however, is due to a genetic disorder, a melanin deficiency that almost caused the little girl to lose her sight. Fortunately, wearing glasses and contacts allowed her to improve her vision. Elise Dan Roberts is a wonderful girl, not because of her physical appearance, but because of her remarkable intelligence. Indeed, the little girl has an IQ of 156, 4 points ahead of Einstein and the same as Sigmund Freud. Elise became the youngest member to join the Mensa International, which made an exception for her. This organization normally only accepts those who reach 98% in the intelligence tests and are over 10 years old. Elise, who spoke her first words at just 5 months, walked at 8 months, and ran at 10, is considered a true genius. She could read her name and write at 16 months and counted to 10. Shortly after, at 2 years old, she already knew how to count to 10 in Spanish and was learning the names of capitals. She may not look it, but 8-year-old Niriana is an aspiring model. Milky-skinned Niriana, who is albino, does not go unnoticed, surrounded by her family and all with dark hair. But when people examine her, it is mainly her incredible eyes that they admire, deep and enchanting. Local media have nicknamed her Snow White, and modeling agencies have contacted her by the dozens. But for now, Niriana's parents want her to live a simple and happy life away from the spotlight. They make sure she stays accustomed to normal activities for children of her age, such as dancing and drawing. In addition to her pretty face, the little 18-month-old Miliana Worthy truly has something unique about her. A small tuft of blonde hair has grown above her forehead in the middle of her intense and curly black hair, which is a characteristic passed down for 2 generations in her family. Before Miliana, her 23-year-old mother, Brianna, also had this trait, which is caused by a depigmentation of hair that results from a melanin production defect. This anomaly can also be accompanied by vitiligo, which explains the white color of Miliana's knees. If this uncommon birthmark has been visible on 4 generations up to her 59-year-old grandmother, it could go back even further. We're not sure how far back it goes because my grandmother was an adopted child and never met her biological family, Brianna Wosley explained to the Daily Mail. The little boy, who has often been mocked for his 2 differently colored eyes, has finally found an animal companion with the same physical characteristics, a cat named Moon. Like Madden Humphreys, the animal not only has a cleft lip, but also complete heterochromia iridium with 1 blue eye and 1 brown eye. Madden and the little cat were destined to be best friends. It should be said that the 7-year-old boy has often been lonely, bravely enduring the taunts and teasing of his peers because of his differences. Meeting Moon helped him regain confidence in himself and affirm his authenticity. Pinch your nose and try breathing through your mouth for a few seconds. Tiring, isn't it? That's what this too cute girl had to do constantly for the first few years of her life. Tessa Evans is an Irish girl who was born without a nose. But she could play, run, jump, and even cough and sneeze like you and me. However, she had no sinuses and absolutely no sense of smell. Thus, she couldn't smell burnt food, for example, or even the stench of spoiled meat. In 2015, her family launched a fundraising campaign to finance an entirely 3D printed artificial nose for Tessa that she would have to change every 2 years. At what age should you start raising a real champion before their birth? Even Maxim Reznichenko's parents knew that their son would become an athlete, and at the age of 1.5, he began to master skiing. Today, Maxim is only 10 years old. Nevertheless, the list of his hobbies seem impressive, even for an adult. The boy practices BMX and motocross, knows how to drive a quad and a snowmobile, a jet ski, and ride on a hoverboard and skates. He also runs and often participates in races. He does gymnastics and rock climbing. Maxim seems to enjoy all these activities. According to his father, the favorite sport of this young athlete is the one he couldn't practice for a long time. Moreover, the little boy hasn't yet decided what he wants to become. But let's be honest, he still has a lot of time. He claims himself to be a superhero and saves the world. Judging from the determination of this little champion, he will certainly succeed. In your opinion, which of these children is the most extraordinary? Give us your opinion now in the comments. That's all for today. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification. Bye-bye!